Yzma gets jacked. What's Yzma at? 12 strength? You know we got this 12 strength Yzma. Ow, ow! But she ain't gonna do nothing. This is a Dr. Faciler deck. It has Dr. Faciler and Dr. Faciler. It also has Dr. Faciler. So the idea is to shift up to Dr. Faciler. This is the big one that we want to get to. Shift cost 5 into the shadows. Whenever one of your other characters is banished in a challenge, you may return that card to your hand. So maybe you don't quest with the Doctor. Maybe you just leave them there so you just keep bouncing back the stuff to your hands. Can you imagine a blue coming back to your hand, playing another blue again, and then just 2 lore over and over again because they can't get to the thing. Ocala, Florida. Don't know anybody from Ocala, Florida. That's a spam call. We get a Maleficent and the Queen. We have the Shift Queens, and we also have a Shift Yzma, which is weird. This is a card that I've never played before. It is a promo in the first chapter thing, but what could it do? You're excused whenever this character's quest. Look at the top card of your deck, put it on either top or bottom. So it's a scry. Makes you a top deck what you want to top deck. The Queen of Cards is a really fun card that we played in one of our other videos in our villains deck. Whenever this character quests, your other villain characters get 1 lore this turn. They get 1 extra lore this turn. And if you take a look, all of them are villains except for Baloo. Baloo's a hero because Baloo is a nice bear. We have Befuddles. Befuddles are really good for taking out their snakes. We have Part of Your World. Don't know what that one does. Let's take a little read here. Return a character from your discard to your hand. So if they get rid of our Faciliers, we could probably put our Faciliers back. There's 4 of them. 7 cost pretty high, but shifting for 4 is okay with us. This Dr. Facilier has Dreams Made Real. Whenever you play a song, you may look at the top 2, put 1 on the top, 1 on the bottom. So it's a Yzma, but it's every time you play a song. So that's pretty cool. Yzma's only a 2 cost. That's a 3 cost. That's a little better. Let's get into it.
This is what we learned in this video. Number 1, Dr. Facilier had his time in set 1 meta. It's over now. Get over it, Dr. Facilier. Number 2, this deck needs more removal for ready characters. That's the reason why we lose. We don't have the removal. It's not very good. Number 3, if you don't have a playset of the Amber Queens, you probably should.
We get paired against an Amber Amethyst. Is it going to be hyper aggro? Is there going to be something that we can even beat? We get to go second. What a privilege. Do we get the Shift Queen line? No, so I think we're going to get rid of her because her late game is a little bit better. We'll get rid of Dr. Facilier, and the same thing again. Her late game is a little bit better than early game. IMO. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's aggro. I'm learning. 2 Maleficents, good to see. A Dr. Facilier, good to see. I think we just ink a Maleficent and play a Queen. They put out a Neverland, so we do want to play the Queen, especially with our shift capabilities here. Let's go the Queen and pass. They get 1 lore off of Never Ever Land, so it is the hyper aggro deck. That's the only reason why you would ever play Neverland. They ink a snake, good idea. And they play Never Ever Land. They befuddle our Queen. Oh no, bad news for us. Dr. Facilier does 2 when challenging. Do we care about that? Not really. 2, 1. We do need the Shift Queen. But if we put her out, nah. We put out our Queen again. It's all we could do. Too bad we didn't have another 1-drop Queen. That's how it goes. We see a character finally. It's Pinocchio's, which we're going to get to befuddle. We're going to get rid of a Maleficent here. We will shift our Queen for 2 to take out a Never Ever Land. And we will befuddle their Pinocchio's back to their hand. They can play it next turn, but by then it might be too late. It won't be too late. They'll be chilling. They ink a Kidda. And do they have the bodyguard? No, they just go for the Pinocchio. Do they have something else? They have a 2 lore Maleficent. We could play 2 Yzmas this turn. What's her shift? 4. Incredible. Let's just go ahead and get rid of it and be more aggro than them. 2 Yzmas on board. And we will get rid of your location and pass turn. They'll be able to quest for 5 to go to 9, and they might be able to snake and do some other stuff. They might even have a Mim Fox. They ink it Piggy, so that kind of makes us think that a Mim Fox is coming, or befuddle their Pinocchios to keep it safe. But we shall see. Do we see the fox? No, we see another Pinocchio. That's super aggro. And another Pinocchio. Incredible value. Be our guest. Do we let them draw cards? I don't think so. I think we let us draw cards. So we're going to take out one of their Pinocchios. We could remove 3 lore from them, though. The shift is 4. Do we let them have 2 more cards? That gets negative. We get positive. I think we shuffle our own Yzma. And we're rewarded. We get the queen. So we can get rid of Be Our Guest. And then we can put out the queen because that's what we really wanted. And then we'll take out their Maleficent here. They can get 6 more this turn. And maybe it was a mistake. We'll see if we lose. If we lose, it was a mistake. If we win, big brain. Goes either way. They go up to 15 here. Do they have a bounce card? They do. It's the snake. And then they can play Pinocchio and keep it safe. So we definitely need a spell here, which we don't get. Faciler. And Shift Queen. Quest. 0. Buff. Knock. We're in a bad spot. We definitely should have shuffled theirs. Right? Like if they have a Pinocchio here, it's bad. That's pretty bad. They go to 18, 19. Dang. I think they got us. Maleficent. Dr. Faciler. Was there any cards that would have taken out Lilo? I guess a Befuddle would have done it. Are there any other cards that would have taken out Lilo? The Yzma Shift? Part of your will do it? Return a character from your discard. No. Yeah, they just kind of hard counter us, you feel? So we quest it out so we don't feel too bad about losing. Big quest coming from us. Go to 13. Ooh, you get negative. Yzma gets jacked. What's Yzma at? 12 strength? You know we got this 12 strength Yzma. Ow, ow! But she ain't going to do nothing. There it is. They hit us with the well played. Should have shuffled their Pinocchios. Dr. Face, don't let us down now. We get paired against an Emerald Steel, which is commonly a discard deck. Or a huge body do bad things with Tinkerbell deck. We get the Shift Queen, which is a big hip hip hooray. We don't need 2 Baloos in our hand. We do need Bare Necessities in our hand, though. 1 Baloo's okay, but that's a better 3-drop. That's a better 3-drop. We should have gotten rid of that Baloo. We fully expect to see the Merfolk here. It is the best opening in green at the moment. They ink the Smee. And they don't have their 1-cost cards. Do we get rid of Yzma now? We might need her later. We get rid of one of our Maleficents because we have 2 other 3-drops. We have 3 other 3-drops in that spot. And we will play our Queen. And we won't have to use Bare Necessities until turn 3 because they don't have Ursula on board until 3. They could hand check here with the green Ursula and remove our Bare Necessities, which they don't. So now we're scared. Anchor? Do we shift or do we see what they got going on? I think we just gotta see. They have 2 sudden chills and a Let the Storm Rage on. So sudden chill is a big threat that we don't want happening to us. Let the Storm Rage on means that they can take out our queen though. So what do we care about? We care about our queen's life? Or do we care about having no cards? I think we care about our queen's life more. So we take out sudden chill. And then they quest. They could put the John down, but by then, hopefully, we'll have our cards out of our hand. They ink Sudden Chill. That's good news. They have 1 Sudden Chill left in hand and a John. Do we see the John? They Ursula. That was a misplay on their part. Maybe it wasn't a misplay. Like, it's good to know what we have, but they didn't take too long to look at our hand. Anchor. Put her down, right? They had nothing to like go crazy here. They can't take that out next turn. So we're chilling with that. They have a beast. A big scary beast, and they play a Prince John. They can sing Sudden Chill, which I think they still have. Yep. Get rid of one of our Faciliers. Don't need him. And then they get to draw a card with their Prince John. But that was all the songs that they had because they inked 1 Sudden Chill. We took away their Let the Storm Rage on. And we're okay with those numbers. Go ahead and shift here. We'll ink here because why not? More cards in our hand is yuck. More cards in play is yum. I think we just quest for big numbers, you know? Like now this one quest for 3, go to 6. 0 attack. Big attack. And then we pass. They have 4 ink. They could have 5, which could be grab your swords. They do Tiana, but that's okay because they have 3 cards left in their hand. They do Strength of the Raging Fire. Does 3 damage. Could take out any one of these, but it's definitely going to be the Queen. Goodbye, Queen. And then they quest for 1 big one. They're on the board. We get Befuddle, which could take that out. But I think it's got to be ink. We blue here. And I don't think we have to bodyguard. Because they would have to throw everything into this to take her out. It's not looking like the best setup, I'll be honest. If you guys have any suggestions for these videos, please let me know in the comments. And if you haven't liked or subscribed, please hit the like and subscribe button. It's not an or condition. Oh, they play a Prince John. Do they have a discard card? Oh, weird choice. Really weird choice. Weird choice. Really weird choice. Weird choice. But okay. Bare Necessities goes into the inkwell. Maybe we should be scared of that, but we're not. And we go for a little quest. Go to 8 lore. They can't take out Baloo this turn. He's safe for another turn. Oh, dude, they baboom it. Didn't see that coming. And is Tiana really going to go into it? They play another Prince John. Another Mr. PJ. And then they throw that into it. Which is okay. Because that one quests for 2. That's smarter. That's big brain. They quest for 6 now. Would we care to scry? I don't think so. We would just like to play our doctor. And pass. They could have top decked Zeus here. They top deck Strength of the Raging Fire, does 3 damage to us. Leave Brittany alone. She has resist 2, yeah? And we can't play actions? That's crazy. They get a Yzma. Does her thing not trigger? Whenever this character quests, look at the top card of your deck. Resist 2, yeah? So we only do 2 damage. So we wouldn't even take out Tiana. We take out Prince John. They go to 15 next turn. Unless later. I think that's what we had to do there. Like, again, they could get another damaging spell. Oh, dude, yuck. That's bad news. We were really hoping he wouldn't be taken out by a damaging spell. And they get to quest for their 6. I think we just lost. I won't lie. I think that was the best top deck for him. Be our guest. Don't mind if I do. We're not going to see it. We're going to hard play it. Do we want the Yzma? No, we need a body on board. So we got to get a little Dr. Faciler. And we play him. And then Yzma can take out a PJ. And we pass the turn there. They get to go to 19. And it's all over now. Don't play this deck. Don't think that it's good. Oh my gosh, they got another Zeus. They got another removal. It's just over for us. We'll see you in the next video, fam. Adios.